Cuppa. Oh, the mic was up. I was over here watching. Over here watching synthetic sports. Okay. I just wanted to wait a little bit, make sure that the stream was stable, because if it wasn't, I was gonna jack off instead. But it's not, the stream is stable, so we might be good to go. Let me just get the shit going. And I saw a funny picture on X that said when you're over 30 and watch anime, and it was a picture of Master Roshi when he had on like the cool clothes. And I was like, yeah, that's how it feels. What's going on over here? Ooh, okay. Yikes. Just another day. It isn't me. Man, I hate playing video games with a goddamn mouse and keyboard, bro. I swear I still ain't really with this shit. Let me make sure. What do we got? Door locked. That door locked. Big knife, just in case motherfuckers wanna put me in a horror movie. What do we got? Okay. Oh, okay. Oh. Hello, people. Welcome back to the Friday Night Gaming Stream. I'm your host, Chad Marco. We are here. We are here. So, like I said before, I'm gonna be playing Vampire the Masquerade here and there. I'm not gonna beat it. Lord have mercy, I'm not gonna beat it. But you know, this is kind of like just an adventures series right here. So I'll probably play like 2 or 3 more sessions or so, and then I'll move on to the next survival horror game that I'm gonna be playing. You know, we just finished Stay Out of the House. I think the entire thing is uploaded on YouTube or the gaming channel, and Rumble as well. So we got that out. Finally got out of the house dead, but got out of the house. So in the meantime, we'll be playing Vampire the Masquerade. Probably by the end of the weekend or beginning of next week, I'll figure out which game I want to play next. I'm kind of thinking, because somebody suggested look outside or don't look outside, but I kind of like that's a weird pick, because it's like a RPG horror, and I don't know if that's I don't know. It's like a good vibe. Like, I've seen people compare it to Stay Out of the House, but I'm not Stay Out of the House, but what's that game? No, I'm Not Human. I don't think there's that similar. I think it's more like the concept of being stuck in a house or something like that. But I don't know. I think it's probably a weird pick. I've been thinking about doing the Thing, or maybe like a classic PS1 game like Clock Tower. I don't know. I'll be asking your guys' opinions tonight. I still haven't quite decided what game I want to do next. But regardless, let's get back into this. We're at Vampire Balls. PlayStation, Renowned Rubik's, welcome to the stream. Oh boy. This is how I feel when I wake up. No, not really. My room is a lot awesomer. My room is smaller, but I think it's a cool room. I love my room. But man, if I had this much space, god damn. I'm a simple man, I swear. Like, to me, this is like a mansion to me. This is like to me, because my room is like, okay, start like on like the edge of this door frame right here, right? And slice all the way up to the end of the room, right? This is my room right here. This is literally my room right here. Like, bed. Let me see. Yep, probably bed, and then that right there, and then TV right here, laptop. I mean, the computer, PS4. But I do have a shelf above my little gaming area here, so I can put stuff up there. That's cool. And I find creative with a room with a room as small as my small, you gotta be creative with your usage of size, right? And so, like, I have a chef right here, and I use like under my bed. I keep a lot of stuff under my bed too, a lot of extras. Now I do have a closet right outside of my room too. That's where I keep my clothes at, and I pretty much have my own bathroom, so that's cool. Um, that's also close to my room, so yeah, it ain't as bad as it might seem. But I'm just saying, this is all I got, like right here. Like I'm looking at it, bro. So, but you know, when I think about it though, like this is basically how I live, more or less. Because again, I got a bathroom next to my room, and the kitchen is right down the hall. You know, so just imagine like there was a wall right here, and then I just got to go out and to go to the bathroom or go to the kitchen. That's really so honestly like my living space is basically this. It's just that the bathroom and the kitchen aren't connected. You know, I guess that'll be cool because then I wouldn't have to go outside to get snacks. I've been thinking about getting a mini fridge, but I'm not certain where I would fit it. That's all I was kind of worried about. I think that might be one of my next big purchases is getting a mini fridge. I think what did I bought some stupid shit too recently from Temu. I got a compass. I had a feeling you would go live today. Another day, another video game with a violent regard. Wait, or what? Retard, man. Look, this guy is not retarded. Look at him. He's a Chad. If I was a Malkavian, then that would be. God, look at this dude. Okay. If I was a Malkavian, yeah, that did not be retarded. What was I doing? I think we had just figured out that Teresa and Jeanette were actually one bipolar bitch. I think my mic is off. But my mic is not off. Right. I think that was before I had turned it up or started talking or something. Hey yo! Only games that are acceptable on PC is MMORPG. What? Oh, I see what you mean. Like playing it, yeah. You know, cause I've been thinking about it. Like, should I get a GPU so I can play like newer games on my mini PC, or just get a PS5? And I'm honestly, you know, I'm gonna do my research before I decide. But I'm leaning towards just getting a PS5. Not anytime soon though, 'cause I just don't need one. Maybe like next year. Maybe I'll reward myself with one next year for having a pretty good year. Um, but yeah, I'm thinking about just getting a PS5, bro. It wouldn't take long. In fact, I could probably get one like near Christmas. Now that I think about it, but it depends on like what route I want to take. Yeah, that's a nice chunk of money. That's a nice chunk. I'm getting to the point where I like saving money more than I like spending it. You know, when I first got my job, it was all about, oh, I can get this and get that and get this and get that. But again, I'm a simple man. It ain't much I really want out of life. I don't have expensive taste, at least. I should probably look at my what's the thing? What do we got? Active quest. A bondsman Arthur Kilpatrick wants you to locate his bounty hunter Carlson. Wait, what the fuck was that? Does the somebody tell me if the screen still looks right? Because it looks kind of weird on my OBS. Is the screen still formatted correctly? And where the hell is Santa Monica Suites? I thought I was in Santa Monica Suites. I like how Marco dresses like a sushi chef every stream. This is I forgot what it's called. So you could something. But yeah, these things are comfortable. These damn things, man. I bought one kind of as like a joke, and then I bought like three more when I realized how awesome it is. Like sometimes I actually wear this outside, and I feel like a weirdo, but I feel very based at the same time. Where is Santa Monica Suites? Santa Monica, is that's Santa Monica Suites? Okay, I thought this whole thing was Mercurio's, but no, this is actually that's four. So where's one? There's three. Oh, there's one. Okay. Is the screen still right? Somebody let me know if the screen. Somebody give me confirmation that the screen is okay. Cause it looked different on OBS, but it might just be like a little OBS glitch. Oh damn! I can lockpick below 8. This dude got a nice apartment. Damn. Now this is what I'm missing out on. I ain't got none of this shit. Amalia. Who is Amalia? She's fuckable. Not really my type money clip, but fuckable. Okay, I just had to make sure. Like I'm looking at my OBS on the side, and it looks different after I went to that menu. Boop, boop. Can I throw it? Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck his apartment up. Huh! Bitch, I'm looking for you. Oh wait, this guy's not my enemy.
Check, check. Is this thing recording? God, I hate
Ooh.
these things. Anyway, the McGee case is getting weirder all the time. I found where he's been hiding and I saw some really creepy stuff down there. There was no sign of McGee. I'm gonna follow up on another lead I got too. I updated the files on the computer. This is Carson signing off. Man, that sounds stupid.
Carson kind of sounds like a dweeb.
Check, check. Is this thing recording?
I wasn't
God,
listening
I
though.
hate these things. Anyway,
I was thinking about how
the
cool I look
McGee
in
case
this
is getting weirder all the
in
time.
this shirt.
I found where he's been hiding and I saw some really creepy stuff down there. There was no sign of McGee. I'm gonna follow up on another lead I got too. I updated the files on the computer. This is Carson signing off. Man, that sounds stupid.
Okay. So maybe I can get access to this computer. Let me see. I forgot how to use these. This is a big part of the reason why I didn't want to play this game again because I didn't want to fuck around with these computers anymore. A password is required. Central C. I don't have any computer hacking skill. What? It was Amalia? Okay. Damn, that's cool. Let me see. Location. Oh, McGee is hiding in a tattoo parlor in Santa Monica. Don't forget the key to the tattoo parlor. It's on top of the TV. Oh, okay. Cool. All right. I might have been wrong about this computer shit. It's not as bad as I remember it. I guess like coming back to the game, I just want to play the game. I don't want to spend a lot of time on fucking computers, you know? Oh, that's Mercurio. He fucked up still. I mean, I got some painkillers. I don't know, like it. Like again, what does he need? Drop. Oh, that's estrogen. I thought I had painkillers. I got fucking estrogen. Like a damn tranny. What the hell? I thought I had painkillers in the. Why did this dude literally had estrogen in his medicine cabinet? What the hell, man? This dude was thinking about transitioning. I didn't know, bro. But this is an inclusive place. Your decisions are somewhat respected here. Where'd that blood come from? Was that? Oh, wait. So did he come here and then? Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that's the blood trail. Where was he? At the pawn shop? He said he was at the pawn shop, right? Oh no, tattoo parlor. Okay. All right, I'll let myself in. Oh, I forgot to play too. Blood. Oh, I gotta move a little bit. I can't see what. Brain wipe, fortitude, presence, blood, trance, brain wipe. Okay, I guess trance will do. World War III. Oh, something tells me I'm gonna have fun in that basement. Ooh, cash register. And okay. I guess that's a no-go. Whoa. Dude, this tattoo parlor sucks. Look at this. Like you give your tattoos in this like a damn torture chamber, bro. Come on, man. You supposed to have like a stereo, some cool paintings of all the pictures of the tattoos you've done. This is like a damn crack den / torture house, bro. What the fuck? I would never get. You got trash on the floor, bro. You ain't got nothing. Like you supposed to have stuff on sale in the glass. You supposed to have like vapes and pocket knives and temporary tattoos. You supposed to have like piercings, like earrings and stuff, accessories, some fucking lanyards, man. You got like 5 magazines, bruh. More trash in the corner. You got one dirty ass couch that got like sweat and seam. Bruh, the ceiling is rotted out, man. Man, they need to let me come in here and pimp this shit out. I ain't got no money for you, but I can tell you what to do. This place is terrible, man. Look at this bullshit. God, who the fuck want to get their tattoos done here? This is terrible, man. I'm just, the hell is wrong with people? I get it, man. This is a video game, but God, like they didn't even try though. Is this abandoned? The fuck, man. I can hook this place up for real, dog. Just give me infinite money. All right, give me like give me like $5 grand or something. I could probably do something with $5 grand. The basement looked better than up top. All right, I'm done ranting and raving. What's in this box? What's in the box? Funny. This is a water heater, right? A funny story. My mom, she was thinking about getting our fence fixed, and I was like, it wasn't like it's super expensive. I was like, let's just wait a little bit because something might happen. Like something more important might happen. And then I swear, I think like a week later, the water heater went out. And man, it was just such a good call. It was kind of a cool moment because my mom, before anything, she wanted to get my opinion on like if we should get the fence fixed. And I respected that she cared about my input, but I made the right call. Something just told me something more important could be happening right around the corner. So I said, just wait on it. And the fucking water heater went out like a week later, and I was like, that was clutch.
Hello.
Moshi moshi.
Might I speak with Mr. McGee? Well, I'm not sure. I had an appointment with him a few days ago, but he never seemed to show up. Do you know when he'll return? You are? Isn't that a coincidence?
Why are you looking for him? I'm a cop. This is an ongoing investigation. He's just an old friend.
I see. I'd be delighted to. Why don't you come down to my office and we'll talk about it?
Bro ain't even holding a
I'm at
phone.
the end of Main Street, small basement studio. The sign says Gimbel's Prosthetics. Just ring the buzzer and I'll let you in.
Okay. I bet he's a nice guy. Wait. How do I like equip a weapon that I want to use all the time? All right. So hold up. If I do, all right, equip, exit. Can I just walk around like this? Can I just walk around with a shotgun? Oh damn! Look at me, Chad with a shotgun. But I'm so antsy. I can end up shooting somebody in the face like this. But I don't know. I guess I just kind of want like the idea of just being ready. You know, I don't want to caught with my pants down and shit. Do the game that's like I'm not a human. Now, when people say that, I think it's a loose compare. I think it's not very close to it. From like I played it for like 2 minutes, and it's like I think the only reason why somebody made that comparison is because it's the kind of game that's meant to play off of like the claustrophobia of being like stuck in a house. But gameplay wise, it's completely different. I think somebody just made a very loose comparison. Hold on. Is that shotgun preventing me from being able to talk to him? Maybe I can't talk to him with this fucking shotgun out. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. Hold up. Alright, let me quit my fist. Lord. That might be it. No? Oh, I think that guy just kind of stuck there. Thanks. Masquerade areas have maps located on the bus stop.
Welcome
Oh.
to Gimbel's Prosthetics and Medical Supplies. You are here about the missing Mr. McGee, am I right?
Yes, I am.
Yes, forgive me. My name is Gimbel. Stanley Gimbel. But, oh dear, let us dispense with formalities. You can call me Stan.
Nah, Stan.
Me? Oh, I'm just trying to make things a little easier for those who find themselves disadvantaged.
I shouldn't have asked that.
Hand, you might say. A leg up. Bloody clever, that one.
Yeah.
Aha! An eager participant. Very good.
Wait.
Just give me a few moments to get my equipment ready. And then come on in and we'll get started.
What the hell is going on here? What the fuck? Dude. Wait a minute. Is this guy making like snuff movies or something? This is weird. My balls hurt in real life. A bag of blood. Okay. Bag of blood. That'd be a nice name for like a horror movie, like a B horror movie. Bag of blood. What? This dude's a fucking serial killer or something. Yo, this dude's a goddamn serial killer, dog. Okay. I think I'll pull out my shotgun now. I think now's the time to have a shotgun out. Oh, Lord. Yeah, this ain't normal. This ain't normal, man. Oh, man, this guy. Something might be off with this guy, you know. Calling me crazy.
Huh? Oh, hey, help! You gotta get me out of here, man. This guy's a freaking nut job. Who, Gimbal? Yeah, Gimbal. That guy's been taking pieces off of me and McGee over here for the last 3 days. He's crazy, man.
Yeah, damn. Wait, what? That's him right there? Okay. Damn. That's all I had? He attacked me with a damn... I had one bullet, bruh. My God. Okay. Hold up. The game just... Okay. I think I'm alright. Oh, time for one of these magical... Whoa. Why am I having such a hard time against some regular serial killer dude? I'm a vampire. Or is he a regular person?
Thanks, man. You're a lifesaver. I wasn't sure I was gonna make it. I'm telling you, I've been on some weird cases, but this one takes the cake. Yeah, that's me. How did you know? You did? Oh, man, that's solid. I owe that guy big. I hope I can figure out a way to get him back for this. What? Oh, no, man. No. Not for me anymore.
Yeah.
My hand. Gimbal took my trigger finger for a trophy. I'm all through with this business. I hate to leave Arthur in a lurch, but that's just the way it is.
This guy's not a good actor. Well, see, I'm glad I could help. I feel bad that I took so much damage from a guy who he was a human, right? Oh Lord, what the fuck? I see. Oh man. This guy was a damn serial killer. Damn. That's pretty cool though. I mean, not cool as in what he was doing, but you know, it just kind of shows like the darkness of the world, the game's world. This must be the rape chamber. Every serial killer needs a rape chamber. I would know. I'm kidding. Or am I? Wouldn't it be crazy if I turned out to be a serial killer? Damn. Wait, what's this? Oh, that was the way I got him out. Okay. I don't know. I mean, look, that's cool and everything, but I need some money, bruh. I'm broke. The good thing is your health just refills like really good over time. So I got my own place, but I have been psychologically trained to stay in my room most of the time. Those years of needing had an impact on me. Oh, it's cool. Own crib. I'll probably be the same way, but depending, like if it's nighttime or something like that, I get kind of paranoid. So I'll probably be locked in my room. If I had my own place at night, I'm kind of locked in. And then every now and then I go patrol the house to make sure like ain't no Jeffrey Dahmer motherfuckers they're broke in or something. I remember one night I was watching a lot of Unsolved Mysteries and I was so paranoid. And the thing about like, cause sometimes I'll do like fasting, like extended fast. And I realized even though I love fasting, my anxiety and paranoia can get really bad about 30 hours into it. I wonder if I can find somebody selling pain pills in here or something. But yeah, I was watching all this stuff in the middle of a long fast, and I had this really bad anxiety, and I was just paranoid. I was scared to leave the room. And then I said, "Let me eat some food." I said, "I said, let me eat some food." I did a pretty good fast this week too. I did a 2 day fast. I didn't eat anything for 2 days straight, like from Tuesday to Thursday. Didn't eat anything. It's pretty fun. You would think it would be like very draining, but it's amazing how your body adapts to not eating. You kind of got to experience it, but you realize that we're really built to not eat for extended periods of time. But I think probably because my body is more used to it because I've been doing like short fasts for years, but I've been cranking it up this year to like 36 hours. Bro, I need some pills. Who got the pills? I'm just kind of thinking that maybe somebody here is selling pills. So let's look around a little bit. Where'd that girl go that I gave my blood? I thought she would become my ghoul and bitch slave. I need a bitch slave. Just get the PS5. Oh, I did it successfully. Cool. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm definitely leaning towards it because the thing about PC that I don't like, and this has always been the thing that people make fun of PC gamers about, is just like how sometimes you'll download a game and you'll think that you should be able to your rig, as they say, should be able to run it, and it just won't. And that's something I've always dealt with. But of course, most of the time it's because I had shitty computers. Hey Jason, can you reset Malcolm's password for me? He wants it set to Panacea? How you pronounce? I've seen that word a bunch of times, but I never. Panacea? Somebody here knows. Pizza. Yeah, I'm looking for some painkillers for. Ooh, I wonder if that guy's gonna be mad at me for being here. Let me save scum a little bit. God, I get this feeling I'm not supposed to be here. Got a weird feeling I'm not supposed to be here. Call it a hunch. Ooh. Oh, level 5. Level 5 safe. Did I just hear a camera? Hurry up. That 11. What the hell is in there? I put him in a trance. I just put that guy in a trance and ran away. That's so cool. That was the first time I felt like a vampire this whole time I've been playing this shit. Trance, and then just run away, or did I turn him into a trance? But yeah, I'm leaning towards PS5. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I would research which games are on PS5 first to see if it's worth buying. I think there's enough. I've seen enough. Silent Hill, the 2 Silent Hill games, the Dark Souls remake or remaster, the Oblivion. No, I probably wouldn't get Oblivion though because the level scaling. That's one thing I would not want to play on console. What Dragon Ball Z, Spark and Blast. I think it's probably about like it's about time. Item maintenance room key. Okay. Camera. Okay. Damn. All right, let me save again. Let me save again. It's a Russian tattoo parlor. Wait, is it? This is Santa Monica. If this was in Russia, yeah. This is the sand land. I'm thinking something. Dude, that is just so funny to me. Like, if I get in any trouble with these damn cops, I can just fucking trance them. Box. Oh, ventilation ducts. I love ventilation ducts. Takes me back. Takes me back to stay out of the house days. You guys know what I mean? Yeah. Boop. Like I just dropped in there. Hellbreaker. Welcome to the stream. I ain't seen you in a while. You know, I finally added you on Discord, and I have not read the message yet, but we're making progress because I added you. CS door. Passwords required. Is it Panacea? Nah. CS. Oh, I can hack too, though. CS cabinet. Let me try the hacking feat. Maybe I'm good enough. PD. Oh, hell no. Nah. That was a fail, right? Oh, I need a hack level 4. Can I just level up right now and just do it? Can I just level up like right now? What would I need? Fuck! I need to level up one time. Shit. Well, you can't do it all. Fuck it. I'm not a computer guy. Lord. I'm just not a computer guy, man. I can't sit here and try to be everything at once. I like how I'm trying to get through this damn bit here. Woo! Oh, fuck. Oh, damn it. I like how I'm trying to contort my head, dude. Okay. I think, no, I need to, just go to the damn door. Okay. Lord. Like, made it a lot simpler, huh? Yeah, I don't think I can really do anything here. It's crazy how it was easier to climb in events and damn stay out of the house than in a vampire game, bruh. Okay. Like, I'm supposed to just be able to... Woo! Okay. Fun times. All right, what do we got here? Oh, Malcolm's office key. Okay. Yeah, I just want some damn painkillers, man. You notice I'm saving a lot because I feel like I could just fuck up and or something. PS4 hardware is estimated to outlast PS5 hardware because of planned obsolescence. What's obsolescence? Wait a minute. All games on console are upscaled from 480p to 1440p resolution, run at like 30 frames per second in 2025. Being written off. You just look. I know Hellbreaker is our resident computer guy, and I look. I get what you're saying. I know that in terms of like pure specs, computers at their best are. I got you. But the thing about consoles that I always like is just the predictableness of it. I like how predictable consoles are. That's what I like about them. It's like you buy the game, you put it in the damn machine, and it works. That's what I like about console. But I get it, with PC is the being able to customize things, modding, and being able to take the game to the max in terms of like I get what makes computer better, but I really just like the simplicity of the console. That's why I've always been more of a console guy. Because you buy a game, you put it in the machine, and it works 9.5 times out of 10. But it definitely comes with some losses along the way. Like you're not maxing out the potential of the game for sure. Was it Panancia? What was that password that was Panancia? Is this Malcolm's room? Let me see real quick. Panat sheet info. Maybe I'm just not spelling it right. I thought it was Panancia. Email. Wait, this is Danny Boyle, administrator. This ain't even the right one. Okay. Like, he just see me sneaking by like, oh, hey, Malcolm. Didn't see you there. Like, what is this dude doing, bro? Oh, this is his office right here. Morphine! Morphine! Hell yeah. That's exactly what I needed. Okay, let me check his emails. Password. Uh-huh. Alright. Okay, entering email. Tonight. Ooh. Malcolm, are you free tonight? I thought you could swing by my apartment after your shift. You do still make house calls, don't you, doctor? I have something that needs checked out. Paige. Oh. Malcolm. Malcolm getting some cutty. Do I really have to ask twice? We don't have to do anything if you don't want. But I really do need some help studying for my anatomy test, please. Guess I'll see you around 5. I'm really glad you finally decided to come over. And if you should want me to show my appreciation, you just have to ask. Malcolm, do you think you'll be able to get a day off next week? My mother's coming into town on Thursday. I bought a new mattress and some new curtains for the guest room. And do you think you could pick up some donuts and orange juice on the way home for breakfast? From Trina. P. Bennis. I think he cheated on his wife with like an intern or something. Damn. I can't respect that. That's infidelity. Let me just look. I'm all in this dude's computer. Hold up. What's going on with this dude, man? Hold up. Wait, did I spell it wrong? Oh, damn, I already forget how to spell Panancia. Wait a minute. That's it, right? Am I tripping? Panacea, yeah. Okay, so what about patience? Is that the same password? What? Dude, I feel like I'm really hacking right now. I did it. Okay. Poe. Wait a minute. Available commands. Can I just put Poe? I gotta put the whole thing? I don't want to do all this. That's why I hate this computer shit. Rupture organs, lacerations, internal bleeding. Kill Patrick. I feel like I heard of that guy before. Severe tinea infection compounded by untreated herpes, simplex 2. That's the Bonds guy, right? The Bond Bellsman. Frequent bouts of sexlesia. M. Barber. Diagnosis chronic marboperitis. Have no idea what it is. Uncurable. Damn, I feel like a fucking boss. Like, I'm really sitting here. The difference between a PS3 and PS4 is far greater than the difference between a PS4 and PS5. But I haven't played a PS5 personally, so I can't say. But I do think, I've played PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4 extensively. And I think PS3 is the worst out of the four. Again, I can't really rate 5. It's just now getting to that point where 5 has a couple games that I wouldn't mind having. And maybe I'm just thinking bougie because I got a little money now. But yeah, PS3 I think is the worst one out of all of. Like, I'm not saying it just had a terrible library, but I think it's out of the 4 that I've played, definitely the worst. Worst library overall. I mean, I get that PS1 is super old, but you have a lot of classics on PS1 that just undeniable classics. And PS2 just has the best gaming library of all time. Okay, I got him the morphine. Humanity gained. Do I get some experience points or something? Some money? I got 1 experience points. I'm happy about that. Let's take that shit to the bank. All right, we did a mission, guys. I told you I was good at this game. I haven't sent you a message yet because I figured you wouldn't care enough, so I didn't feel like putting in the effort myself. But your time may run out, like I said before. Time may run out. There a hit on my head? Oh shit! Hold up. Oh, I could just change weapons with this. My blood is like at the medium too. All right, what should we do now? I feel like we did everything in Santa Monica. But there's we're still doing that thing for Jeanette. In the oil tank not far from Asylum. Ah, okay, I remember now. I got ahead of myself. He's in an oil tank. So we're gonna meet our first. I wish I could go in Foxy boxes. We're gonna meet our first Nosferatu. I think he's over here somewhere. I'm gonna send you a friend request. I'll probably accept, maybe. Woo. Putting in the game won't be like that. Simplicity will be based on how much you can keep a subscription. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. You can keep a subscription model. Yeah. Nah, I see.
The one and only.
That's a handsome Nosferatu.
I know who you are. News travels down the kindred grapevine like wildfire, and that courtroom spat between LaCroix and Nines Rodriguez is a juicy little morsel, and you in the middle. How interesting. I've been watching the place. The Sabbat has a bunch of low-life humans working day and night to move stuff through there. There's some major staging going on. The Sabbat. Jeez, you are green. It's like this. We're all monsters, like it or not. I'm not gonna say the Sabbat are the evil vampires, because none of us are the good guys here. But the Sabbat, they glorify their monstrous nature. They refuse to hide it, and go out of their way to show it. They're also brainless, and reckless. They have a life expectancy of a vampire fruit fly.
Ah,
As far as I can tell.
I remember these guys.
Score from the way they've been talking. I think most of them have aspirations of joining the next graduating class of shovelheads. Ugh, losers.
I like this guy. He seems level-headed.
Yeah, the Sabbat like everyone to know just who they're dealing with. So if you get in there and have to bust a few heads, don't feel bad. Think of it as upholding the Masquerade. Yes, I can. Just tell me when you're ready, and we'll leave. Once you're there, however, you're on your own. You'll have to get into the place and plant the explosives in the middle office to take the whole structure down. All right, I guess. Come back when you're ready to go. But don't be too long, fledgling. This isn't really something we planned around your schedule.
Okay. I think I'm ready. Alright, we're going on like our first real serious mission here. I remember this. But I see what you're saying though, Hellbreaker, because obviously PC offers more freedom and flexibility with pretty much everything. And, you know, consoles have the advantage of convenience. But, you know, when you look at certain trends in the world as far as like changes in how technology is being used, and yeah, I think the convenience of using a console is going to not matter as much compared to the things that might be lost along the way, you know. Like you might not even have an option of owning like a physical copy of a game. You won't really own the game. You'll be like a subscription, you know. Like imagine Grand Theft Auto 6 comes. No, well, this probably won't be for Grand Theft Auto 6, but imagine like by Grand Theft Auto 7, instead of like just buying it, you have to get a subscription or something. So like you pay like $20 a month to play Grand Theft Auto 7 or so. It could be some crazy shit like that, bro. So in a way, it would be smart to go ahead and figure out how to master being a PC gamer as opposed to just accepting the convenience of consoles. But I'm kind of lazy. Kind of lazy. But I get what you're saying though. Because in the future, that convenience probably won't even be worth it with what we'll probably lose along the way. Oh shit! Oh shit! What is he? Is he a human? Fortitude. Oh, that shows how long it lasts. Okay. Okay. Okay, how do I reload? I think I'm already reloaded. Effect loss. Okay. But also the other thing too, I don't like gaming with a keyboard and laptop. But of course, you have gamepad options. You know, even if a game doesn't come with the gamepad option, you can have like one of those apps or programs that allow you to like map keys however you want. But I think most modern games probably come with the option of having a. God, I hate keyboards so much. Like, what I hate about keyboards, I feel like I have to think about, like, I have to look and think about what I'm doing, right? So instead of just crouching, I'm like, wait, where's the crouch button again? Oh, it's central. You know, that's one of the things I don't like about it. I think when I first played this game, I used the app to just map the keys to my gamepad too. Bro. Okay. I shot I shot him like right in the back of the head. And he had like it was like a BB gun or something. Can I feed on this guy? Oh! Sometimes I just need to remind myself I'm a vampire. And do some vampire shit. Okay. Alright, that was pretty cool. So I guess those humans, they're acting like guards for the Sabbat. The Sabbat. Hey, Zanran. Welcome. Zanran Catscan. Kimosabi. Welcome to the stream. All the good guys are here. I only discovered you recently, but YouTube recommended some of your old songs, and some went viral. How was that time like? That was like, I don't know. It was cool, I guess. but it was just like what the like one or two songs that got like a couple thousand views. It wasn't like too big. And like I got to the millions or anything like that. But you know, it was cool. Like there was a period where I was getting like a bunch of subscribers and then it stopped. And I feel like I got shadow banned basically. Cause there was like this, it was just like pop and just it stopped like dead in its tracks. And it's been like that ever since. But I can't say it was anything. You know, the cool thing about it, the best thing about it though, is like, damn. You know, I came up with a lot of people that rap. Like most of my friends were like rappers. And, you know, but that's not unusual because everybody in the hood wants to be a rapper, right? But I think the best thing about it for me was just being one of the few people that I knew that actually managed to get us at least a small fan base for his music, you know? Like I think I only know like one other guy from my neighborhood. No, maybe like two that actually managed to get people to like become fans of his music outside of like our own circle of friends or people that we know. And I think that was like that was probably one of the best things about it, you know, knowing that people in different states and even countries like the music that I made. It was very affirming for me as an artist. Especially considering like when I started, I was terrible. Lord, like my first mixtape was garbage juice. I would say like, oh Lord. Hey, where you going? I mean, why do anything but just drain the blood? Or I feel like it's more trouble trying to shoot these people to death than just nomming them, you know, eating them. Oh, I still got a severed arm. Damage potential. What's? I don't know. I think I'll just keep the knife, bro. Oh, this gun shit. I don't know if it's really for me. Oh, hell no. Oh, excuse me. I got a little too happy there. I was thinking I was Rambo for a second. The tariffs will come into effect November 1st this year and will cause chips to go up in price. Everything is going up in price, so you better make a move soon for your sake. Damn. Now you got me worried. Shit. Yeah, because the PS5, the price of the PS5 just went up from its base price. And you would think like by now it would have gone down. You know, the PS5 has been out for what, like 4 or 5 years now? And the price just went up $50, I think like a few months ago or something. Wait, what was that? Oh, blood buff. Okay. I need a better weapon than this bullshit, though. I gotta use my pinky just to crouch. I don't like that shit, bro. I want to use my thumb or something. Oh, I can climb this? Yeah, I forgot about those tariffs, man. I haven't been really paying attention to the news in a while. I kind of stopped paying attention to the news because it was just everything was just depressing. I had to check out for a while, man. I said, you know what? I'm gonna go back to just playing video games, making music, and watching porn. You know, politics and news is one depressing thing after another. Whoa. So you have to be in a crouch state. I got it. Oh, item gained, silver ring. I wonder if is that a key item or is that just something I can sell? Oh, so this is the warehouse? Let me see here. How many bullets I got? None at all. You want to get your GPU before then. I've gone not just full PC. I don't trust Microsoft and it changed what's on my Windows device. So I've gone full Linux and put ATB on my PC full of games. Ah. Yeah, Hellbreaker, you are a master of your craft. You're a master of your craft. Yes. Yeah, I think even trusting Microsoft at this point, not very wise as I sit here on my Windows. Yeah, Hellbreaker just completely checked out of the system, bro. I think didn't PewDiePie just put out a video where he said he started to use Linux. What should I do? Woo! Dude. I didn't even like jump off like I thought I would. That guy got a shotgun. Okay. I'm surprised I got this far. Without alerting anybody, that is. Hold up. God damn it, I swear. I don't see how people play on a damn keyboard, man. God damn it. I should have saved, actually. I think I just fucked up. Yeah, this game was fine until I had to do like a real combat area. Because now my inability to use the keyboard is affecting me. I'm dead. I'm dead. Let's see what the last autosave was at. Yeah, that was terrible. I might be like right at the beginning, actually. Oh, I'm way out here. Fuck. Damn. Oh, that sucks, man. That really sucks. Yeah, it's yeah, I don't know. It depends though on the game. Like I've played some games where I could manage to use the keyboard better. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre, for example, I could, because it wasn't that complicated of a game. Stalker was another one. But this game in particular, I don't like playing. Like I know I look terrible on a keyboard and mouse right now, but there are some games where I can get by, you know, Morrowind and whatnot. This game in particular, I don't have it. I really don't. It's kind of a strange game to play anyway.
The one and only.
Lord.
I've been watching the Sabbat, but as far
If you want to play games in the future, you better treat it like you lose stash. Now that's one thing I got covered. That's one thing I got covered. I don't play about my lose stash. I don't play about it. You know, it's really though, it's just it's kind of bad timing because I've been more focused on saving money than spending money. You know, it wouldn't take that long for me to get everything going, but I'm kind of in the process of saving, and it'll be pretty, but either way, it would be a nice chunk of change whether I get a GPU or a PS5. But we'll see. We shall see. Hopefully I have enough time to get everything situated. Okay. Let me just save here. I thought maybe the game would auto save once I got here, and it didn't. What if I just trance everybody and cut their throat?
Yo, what the fuck is going on here tonight? This is on everyone's face and shit.
Did you hear? A new shipment came in. Some pretty serious hardware.
Yeah, I heard.
Oh, we're spying.
Kind of shit here all the time. What's so different about tonight?
I don't know. Marcus is...
I don't trust the mentally slow masses not to let this slow creeping sense. Oh, for sure. We're definitely fucked. We're definitely fucked in that regard.
Freeze, mother... Freeze, motherfucker!
I'll try to like cut his throat or something. But he broke out of it too fast. I think if they're already aware of you, they break out of trance faster. Okay. Yeah, the censorship is definitely coming, man. You know, one of my favorite porn websites, in fact, I think, what is it, EroMe? They just implemented the age verification thing. Now, of course, in the United States, that's state specific. So my state is one of the states that are forcing adult websites to have the intrusive age verification process implemented on their websites. And my favorite website just succumbed to the age verification plague. Oh damn. But it's funny, I didn't mind that much because I got a lot off that website. I got a lot. Ero Me has become one of my favorite porn websites, man. Like, it's great for OnlyFans leaks and stuff like that. You know, you gotta, if you want like full videos or something like that, like full videos of professional porn at like a high quality, that can be kind of hard to find there. But the amateur stuff, like the amount of amateur content there is fantastic. Okay, I'm doing a little better this time. Yeah, up to this point, I haven't really had a serious challenge as far as like actually being engaged in combat. Cause I skipped the main tutorial. Did I just take fall damage? I'm a vampire. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I might map the keys for this next time. You know, there are some games I can play with a keyboard and mouse. This is not one of them. You know, one thing, I gotta be honest. Like, I get it. Most of it is just that I'm not used to it because I'm not a PC gamer. But we all know that you move in most games with WASD, right? Now in this game, you crouch with central, which means you gotta use your pinky, but it feels so uncomfortable using your pinky finger like that. Cause maybe I don't know, maybe I have small hands or something, but I feel like I'm stretching my pinky finger whenever I do it. Like I feel like it's an unnatural feeling for me. Like that's one of the things I've been having trouble with is like alternating between like movement and doing something simple like crouching, because I gotta use my pinky to do it. And you know, if I'm using a analog stick, most of the time crouch is the analog stick. So you move and crouch with the same part of the controller, which makes it seamless. But because I got to use my pinky finger to hit control, it doesn't feel as natural. Like WSD, that's okay. I got that. I get that. You know, that's. In fact, I would say it feels good in combination with the mouse, right? But when you gotta like stretch your pinky out to crouch, that doesn't really feel natural. But like I said, when I first played this game, I did use a controller, but I had to use a app or a program to map the keys to the controller inputs. Damn, what am I supposed to do here? Like those guys are they're kind of locked in. I ain't gonna lie. They're kind of locked in there. run. Okay. Oh shit.
Hey, stop, man.
Nice. Hey, I'm getting it. You see, that was a lot better than the first time. Okay. That was a lot better. I got 8 up, man. They fucked me up last time. Wait, is he too far away? That's it? That's all I got? Damn. Okay. Oh boy, okay. Lord have mercy. Well, I got a knife. We do this whole knife thing. Oh, keyboard is just another gamepad, bro. You think about it because you're not used to it. Like using different console gamepads that have different sign mapping. Look, controllers are definitely easier though. Well, at least going from controller to controller, I would say that. Man, if I had this map to a Dreamcast controller right now, oh shit, I'd figure it out in no time. Give me a damn Nintendo 64 controller. Well, to be fair, I'm used to all those, so I don't know. Give me an Atari 2600 controller, and I'll figure it out. But yeah, I will say the bulk of it is just me not being used to it. I will say that. And the fact that I never learned how to touch type either. I remember too, when I was in class in school and they were trying to teach us how to touch type. Let's just say I got a lot of rest in that class. So I've always been like a hunt and pecker. I should learn how to touch type because I think that would help a lot too. You can't get into this PC gaming shit and not be a good touch typer. I might use one of those websites that, you know, are designed to teach you how to touch type. Really, I should not be playing Vampire the Masquerade. I should I should be playing fucking touch typing training game or something. I should be playing Typing of the Dead. Oh, I can move this box? But I'm so proud of myself. I did much better the second time around. They kicked my ass that first time. But I'm starting to get used to it. I've been getting a lot of mileage out of trance. Trance is just, it's a good skill, man. You just put these motherfuckers to sleep. I personally just use the gamepad as well for the most part. Yeah, I had just downloaded a program that will allow me to map the keys to my controller just in case I downloaded a game that didn't have a gamepad option already in it, you know. Like I had just downloaded Manhunt, and surprisingly the first Manhunt game doesn't have a gamepad option. I was like, what the hell? That's weird. Oh shit, it's a lot of dudes in there. There's a lot of them. Poos went deep into Linux. I was so happy and proud of him put out that video. Yeah, you know, the cool thing about PewDiePie is, you know, he's smarter than some people think. And when he puts his mind to figuring something out, he'll figure it out pretty quickly. You know, I wish I had that trait, but my laziness tends to get the better of me. But yeah, I saw somebody post it on R9K or something, and yeah, he went down to the Linux route. But he knows where society is going as far as like technology and censorship. He's getting ahead of the ball for sure. He runs his own server and local AI models as well. Lord, PewDiePie is on the ball, man. I'm getting the brunt of it here in Texas. Fortunately, a free VPN can get past for most sites, but not gonna lie, the censorship kind of has made me take more breaks more often. Yeah, I would recommend the Molvad VPN. It's only like $5 a month, and I use that whenever I feel like going to some of the porn websites that I've lost access to because of these laws. But you know, it's not a big deal. I mean, we know how these things work. It'll get worse over time, but right now it's still not a big deal because there's so many porn sites out there that don't give a fuck. You know, but I think what happened with Ero Me was that it started to become more and more popular and they just couldn't avoid it anymore. You know, and I think the bigger websites, whoa, shit. Fuck! Somebody was on the fucking roof? Yeah, somebody was above me there shooting me. Brain white fortitude. Nice. Oh yeah. It's cool being a vampire, baby. You know, normally when you drain the blood of your victims, you have to be concerned about killing them. Here, not so much. It's the cool thing about being in an environment where you can just kill freely. You gotta worry as much. You can really let loose. I'm kind of just using guerrilla tactics here. Or really just run in, attack, and then run away. Morbid Trinity, welcome to the stream. Do any of you guys, other than Hellbreaker, use Linux? Or is he the only one? Oh, shit. Yeah, now having this conversation, it might be worthwhile just to go ahead and commit myself to mastering the life of a PC user. Oh shit. I have to take it one step at a time, but I just think that's kind of where we're headed, though, to be honest. If I don't figure it out now, I'm going to have to figure it out later. Oh shit. He found a way to shoot me still. Oh shit. There are very easy versions of Linux that run with no more trouble than Windows. It's just a learning curve like anything else. All you need is memory, really. One step at a time is where it's all, yeah. I think that's kind of how I look at it, how I got to look at it. You know, because I can't really afford to go off the deep end, but I got to start making those small steps towards it. Because I see exactly what you're saying. Because that's just where we're headed. Where you're gonna want to have more control over your computer and your operating system. You're gonna want to have plenty of storage devices. You're gonna want to know how to navigate around censorship. You know, and in fact, I had just found out that there are other ways to get around like the AIDS verification things on these adult websites. And I got it working for like 5 minutes and I fucked something up. But like you don't even need a VPN to get past it. Like there are different ways to get past those AIDS verification blocks. And you know, it just goes to show the wonder of computers and how you can navigate around these issues. But you gotta, I think now we're at a time where you really gotta educate yourself on just the different ways that you can get around the incoming censorship, but also prepare yourself by, you know, saving whatever you can, because it might not always even be available. So even if you know how to get around AIDS verification or censorship, you know, some of these websites just might not even be here anymore at some point. Like, I feel like we've kind of taken for granted the amount of stuff we can do and get for free, as if it's just going to always be like that. But just might not be the case. And things are happening so fast. You don't want to get left behind. Or you're not going to know what the fuck to do. I kind of feel bad for the new generation, the like generations that come after us, because they're not gonna know what they're missing out on. You know, that's the scary thing about these changes in our society and censorship, is that new generations are going to be more accepting of it because they're not going to have anything to compare it to. Dude, I'm whooping ass right now. I'm kicking ass. I'm on my vampire shit right now. I'm like White Blade. Man, I almost got stuck in that damn door. Yeah, I'm basically White Blade out here, bro. Look at me. I'm gonna start browsing the G board on 4chan more. I might have to switch homes from R9K to G. Get my computer game up. Oh shit. Oh shit. I'm almost dead too. Run. Mother. Okay. All right. I don't want to get killed right when I pop out. So I'm going to chill a little bit. Once you run up the stairs, there's a shotgun guy like point blank. Watch out for him. I must already killed him. Oh, look at this. Was that meant to be like a distraction or to kill somebody? What the look at that. I'm all late. Man, that's some crazy shit. I did that way too late. This guy.
Hey, where you going,
Feed, feed. We take so much for granted, it's unreal. Yeah, I might have gotten too comfortable, man. I ain't even gonna lie. I've gotten too comfortable these days. Even myself, but it's like right now, as I've been seeing various porn sites be affected by these AIDS verification laws, kind of a wake-up call. Like, wait a minute, this shit is real. And, you know, of course, right now, whoa, there are ways to get around it. Get the fuck out of here. I just set a bomb. Like, yeah, there are definitely ways to get around it. Oh, shit, it's a bot. Lord. This guy beat my ass. It didn't work? But damn. Fuck. When did I last save? I think I saved like a minute ago, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, fuck. This was like right before I came into that room, man. I forgot about the Sabat and that I had to fight them. And they're real vampires, not just stupid thugs. And I was not ready for that. I wasn't ready for a real fight. I was ready to cut up some more thugs with a pocket knife. Okay, blood buff. I don't even know what some of these things I have, some of these powers I have do. I thought I had another experience point though. I must be tripping. My powers suck. I got dominate, fortitude, and presence. I miss being a gangrel. I mean, those were the good days, huh? What do we got here? 11 bullets. All right, we'll figure it out. Okay. Oh shit! I didn't see that guy on the left. Who the fuck was that? Oh, the guy above me. Man, all that good progress going to waste, man. This is the bad thing about trying to be a charisma based character. It don't do you much good in combat to be good looking and charismatic. The first time I played this game, I used Gangrel, and that's much better for situations like these. I could play like a retard then. Now I gotta actually think about what I'm doing. Oh shit.
Freeze, motherfucker!
And I'm out of ammo. Great. Oh shit. Oh my god. Damn, that blood buff worked though. Shit. Damn. I'm out here using trance and all this fruity stuff. These damn Twilight powers. Just use blood buff. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. I might have a trance opportunity though. There we go. Ooh. They know they like that. They know they like that. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Shut up. And see, I gave myself a chance to get away. Okay, now my health is coming back. Blood buff. Bitch! Oh! Oh, shit! Yo, blood buff is dope. I've been fucking around this whole time with this trans bullshit. I'm Edward from Twilight. No, I'm not. I'm Blade today. Oh, hell yeah. This is way better. Ah, shit. Oh, boy. That was great. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I have to experiment with these different powers. So I have blood buff, presence, fortitude, and brain wipe. And I'm kind of, right now, I'm alternating between blood buff and trance. Trance is still useful. I know I'm picking on it by calling it a Twilight power. But it does have its uses for sure.
Hey, stop, man! Freeze, motherfucker!
Oh, shit. Come on, get him. There we go. That's one down. All right, I'm gonna. Damn. I need some blood. Shit. Okay. Fuck. Get him. Get him. Fuck. Okay. Okay, we got him. Young people are often really opinionated and defensive despite knowing so little, but they are also very impressionable and easily swayed. It's just difficult to overcome strong emotional imprints. I saw these videos. Well, not these videos, but I was watching a video. You guys have probably heard of him. He's that Asian professor that talks about world politics. He's gotten kind of popular on the poll board on 4chan. I forgot his name. Is it what the hell is the name of his channel? I think it's Predictive History or something like that, or Game Theory. I forgot exactly what it was called. But he was talking about life on college campuses and like how sensitive this new generation is, you know, where they don't want an environment where there's going to be like open debate and free speech. Like they want or rather, they want an environment where, you know, people's feelings and sensitivities are taken into consideration as a priority over people being able to freely express themselves. And he was just talking about how it kind of just shows like the shift between one generation to the next. You know, he said when he was growing up, people just weren't that sensitive. People wanted college to be a challenging environment where they could, you know, grow and experience pushback on their beliefs. But now you have a lot of people who, you know, they want safe spaces. They want anybody that they deem to be offensive to be censored or dealt with. Like I said, it just shows how sensitive this generation is, man. That's like, you know, and one thing I will say though, because I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, you know, when men were men. I'm not even of that generation. Right? So I can't talk shit. But I do think there are certain things though about the new generation that's better. Like the new generation of kids. Like when you see how there's that trend of more of them being like sexually conservative, not drinking, things like that. I do think this new generation has certain things about them that should be praised. I don't think they're all just a bunch of overly sensitive social justice warriors and shit like that. I think in some ways they're actually wiser than previous generations. And really a lot of the reason why they probably think the way that they do is because of programming. Back when men were men. Imagine me saying some stupid shit like that. Mr. Neat for half of his life when men were men. Cause I'm of the weirdo generation for sure. Like I'm a millennial, right? I would fall in that category. So I'm definitely one of the weirdos. But I guess I at least came up when things like freedom of speech and whatnot were very, very, very valued. And also, you know, I think the thing about my generation was that we were very excited about seeing the envelope be pushed, you know, seeing boundaries pushed and broken. Like wanting to see more and more extreme forms of entertainment, being exposed to very different and even controversial ideas and opinions. Like we embraced that. We loved that. You know, I think that's why someone like myself as a black man, that's why I don't get offended by a lot of the stuff that I see on like 4chan. Cause I'm of that generation where we're just not that sensitive. Oh shit. Oh, see now it's like an even battle. See that blood buff changed a lot. Remember, I just struggled with this guy, and with the blood buff, I was able to fight against him on an even playing field. So that blood buff, and I think all classes can use that, but that's really like, in a way, you gotta look at that as your Super Saiyan. Like it's your standard vampire Super Saiyan ability, or super vampire, if you will. It doesn't last very long, but the advantages are definitely worth it. The hell? Oh, I forgot. I gotta get out of here. I'm over here trying to pick up cans and shit. I thought it was like an energy drink or something. Damn, okay. I don't know how to get out of here, but Let's keep going. Whoa. I think I just used it twice too. My bad. Can I suck blood from a Sabat? Oh, he just hit the fuck out of me. Bitch! Yeah! Oh, fuck you. Hold on, let me save again before I keep going. I hope I didn't just screw myself over with that last one. It depends on how big that bomb is, though. Run! Run! Wait, should I go this way? There's nothing that way. Okay. Homeless dude! Yeah! Oh shit, it's a wolf! I remember this guy. He's a cool character.
The warehouse. Your handiwork, I presume?
I remember him. Yeah, I did it.
Sabat saw you escape. They can be somewhat antagonistic. I see my reputation for once does not precede me. My name is Beckett. I haven't been following you per se. We've just coincidentally been at the same places at the same time, for different reasons. So sorry if I unnerved you. Tell me, have you by chance seen or felt anything strange since your embrace?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Cats here report sensing something unusual in the night air, like a sense of dread or pressure. But I'm not a native to these parts, so I can't tell if it's irregular. And since you're still fresh, perhaps you're not attuned to it. Pleasure meeting your acquaintance, but there are rumblings for me to discredit. We shall, I'm certain, meet again. Or never again. Good night, young one. And be careful. You're very likely being hunted by the Sabat.
Great. I like how they try to act as if these guys walking around with red eyes just fit normally into society. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I don't just run into niggas that got red eyes unless they smoking weed. And even then, it's not like that red, like straight blood red eyes.
Nice work, fledgling. I felt that explosion a mile away. It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabat just howling for blood tonight. Beckett. Well, I know of him. Why? No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. Well, that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition. Like what? Sure. You better get back downtown. Prince LaCroix is gonna want to hear all about this victory.
Downtown. Yay! I did my first like real mission. I feel accomplished and stuff. That was great. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too hard, man. R9K is kind of boring. It ain't gonna lie. It definitely has, you know. It's kind of like, it's the same old, same old. It's the same old, same old. I think for me, R9K is just like, it's the place that I prefer to go to for trolling and shit posting more than any other place, though. Like some people have said in the past, R9K is kind of like slow B. You know, it's slow enough to where you can. And then I think I like the general nature of it. Like you can kind of talk about just about anything there. Whereas most other boards, they're like specific topics. And really, if you want to talk about a specific topic, it's probably best just to go to that board. But you know, if you just have more like general thoughts, that's what R9K is good for.
Guess what? Got my license to sell weapons.
Cool.
We can go.
Terry with 2 dads, welcome.
Anyway, if you're interested.
I had to download some of my favorite fat material because the future for the sites is not bright, dude. Like man, I have quite the collection. I'll put it like that, and I'm still adding to it. I might need to buy another external hard drive though. What type of external hard drives do you guys have though? I think mine is called mine's a Samsung T7 Shield SSD. But if you guys have any external SSD or hard drive recommendations, let me know. Because I had bought one SSD, I think a SanDisk, and it malfunctioned after like a week. I got it working again, but that kind of spooked me a little bit. And then I did more research, and I found out that the SanDisk SSDs aren't that great. And so that's why I got to end up getting a Samsung one to go along with it. And that's been 100% reliable since I got it.
You call me Trip. I own this shop. All right. Come take a look then.
So he got a license to sell weapons now. I see. So what was that? Need blood. Oh, I'm dying? Oh shit. Computers for grandma. Reading this will boost your computer skill. Okay. I bought the other one too. I didn't mean to buy that fucking book. Shit, now I'm broke. I need blood. Let me save again. I feel dumb if I died from blood, not having enough blood. That would be crazy. I need to go buy a prostitute like right now. Damn. I spent all my blood fighting the Sabat.
Hey, baby. Looking for a date?
Oh, yeah.
For a hot one? Well, for you,
Okay. If only going to see a prostitute was that simple.
let's see what you got.
In real life, you can end up getting robbed by her pimp, or she just won't look how she looks in the pictures. You know, back in the day, if you wanted to see it, your body rejects the blood of this lowborn human. What? I almost died. I see. So that's one of the bad things about using this particular vampire clan is that they require higher quality blood. So just going to see prostitutes and kidnapping homeless people for blood is not going to cut it. That's crazy. But I get it. You know, that's a fair penalty. I got it. I'm with it. I'm with it. Let me go to the club. And yeah, 'cause I guess a club skank is better than a streetwalker. I know this one skank at the club that I can go hit up. Mark Ruti, welcome. You found the OP strat. Yeah, the blood buff, man. I don't know if I say it's OP, but I think blood buff is like your standard vampire boost, and that's exactly what it's meant to be. Yeah. Let's dance. Even group chats I'm on right now kind of behave like that. I think there's a huge shift in general. I noticed that too. I noticed that as well, man. There was one Discord, because I haven't just been on my own. I've gotten kicked out of like 2 of them. And I legitimately can't say why. Because I didn't feel like I did anything wrong. But I think, it's a matter of how sensitive you are and what type of jokes you can handle, I guess. Daddy's here to get more sugar. Okay. All right. So that didn't kill me.
Stop. You are so not my type.
No, no.
You think I'm cute?
Oh, y'all making the rounds in here, bro. If only it was this easy. This is the Chad life, huh? Just gotta make sure I end up killing one of these bitches in the club. Okay. I'm done. I feel like every time I go in here, I gotta do that. Let's go visit Jeanette. I wonder if she's still pissed at me. Who wants to work to death when you have 0 power and wealth with all the accountability? That's why I try to, I still try to take it easy. I feel like my life strategy is, I don't know, this might sound kind of defeatist in a way. But, most people, they think in terms of how can I make $100,000? I think, how do I not need $100,000? That's kind of how I look at things. How can I put myself in a position where I don't need it? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm always, of course, as someone that makes music and streams and does content, I have aspirations of greater things. I'm not saying to be complacent, but as I strive to be better and do better and accomplish my goals, I keep that in mind. I feel like a lot of life is just not putting yourself in position where you even need to make a lot of money. Like there are very simple things you can do, like not having kids, not moving out of your parents' house, not getting married. But of course, for some people, those things are very important. So that strategy is not for everybody. I think it's a very specific strategy for a specific type of person. And I think I've always been the type of person that could do that, because I never had those aspirations of having like a family or anything like that. So I can make those kind of choices. But that's kind of how I look at things. And with that, you can make a little go a long way.
Hey there, what can I do you for? What?
Oh yeah, I never told him about his bounty hunter.
Man, that's a tough one. Bounty hunter ain't no good without his trigger finger. Well, hell, that really leaves me in hot water, boy. Gonna cost old Arthur real good. I got this guy with a sheet a mile long, put in on 3 days. His girlfriend put up for the bond, and now he missed the court date. I can't get in touch with either of them. Want a job? Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Here you are.
Oh, $201.
Well, it won't be much of a
What's up with the $1?
license and all, but until I can get me another bounty hunter, I need you to find out if this guy skipped town or what. Great, all right. The guy
Sounds fun.
Mike Durbin goes by the name Muddy. His girlfriend put up for his bond. She lives over there above Tripp's pawn shop.
I got subtitles on, but you can't even read the whole thing because of my webcam.
Well, he was brought up on manslaughter charges years back, but he got acquitted. Since then, he's been in and out for this and that, small-time stuff mostly. Most recently, he was brought in as part of a big case on stolen auto parts. It's this big chop shop thing that's going on in Santa Monica. Been in the paper. That's right. Mary Ann Murrieta. In them crappy places above the pawn shop.
Hey now.
Where the hell Muddy is, where is he going, whatever. But be careful. You're not licensed, and if anything bad goes down, I don't know you. You hear me? All right. Come back when you got some info. Thanks in advance.
Cool. So we got another bounty hunting job. That's cool. We're making things happen in the world. You could never have a game like Manhunt 2 out today. I don't think I've ever played Manhunt 2. I played the first one plenty. I never beat it. But I don't think I played the second one. I remember when the second one was coming out, though, it was very controversial because apparently it was somehow even more violent than the first game. And so they censored the executions heavily. But I think there's a uncensored or a less censored version that's out for the PS2 emulator. Like, I think it's a pre-release version that got leaked. I've been wanting to play it, but also remember when Manhunt 2 came out, most of the buzz was about the censorship. And when the game actually came out, it turned out that the game wasn't even that good. Like, from what I remember, it was kind of considered to be like a mediocre game. You know. The first one was pretty well received. You know, most gamers, they like it. At least they seem to. But I don't think the second game was as well received as the first. And I think that's why I never made it a priority to even try to play it. Because I didn't hear a lot of good things about it. Again, it was one of those games where it was the controversy overshadowed the game itself.
Providence, Rhode Island has scientists scratching their heads, found by a jogger early on Tuesday morning who says he smelled it a mile away. The mystery creature is thought to be some form of giant octopus, though marine biologists that have examined the monster have...
I love games where you can do little stuff like this, like listen to the radio, watch TV. And it's actually being updated as the game progresses. That's always cool. People just want to be inside a group that makes them feel safe. I think it's got partially to do with the world turning low trust. And, you know, that's one of the reasons why even on my Discord, I've had some assholes. In fact, Hellbreaker was one of the biggest assholes in my Discord. And people wanted me to ban him at one point. I remember this. And I was like, no, because one thing about me, I don't like or I have no interest in creating an echo chamber. So I welcome people talking shit or disagreeing with me within reason, you know, of course. You know, Woody is another one. He's another like long-term guy on the Discord, a real asshole, right? But I think it's good to have people who have differing opinions around. You know, I've always been someone, I never want to be somebody that was like super sensitive about people disagreeing with me or even talking shit. Within reason. Even I have my limits. But yeah, I don't think it's good to have an echo chamber. I really don't. I think you want to have people around that would tell you what they think, tell you what they feel, even if it goes against your own belief system. You know, I try to create that kind of environment. in terms of my social media platform as well. You know, and you don't know everything. You don't know everything, so you got to be open to kind of hearing what other people think. And I think also it keeps you from being overly sensitive too. That's a good thing. But I feel like 4chan kind of trained me in that anyway. Like you can't be on 4chan and be sensitive, man. I remember back doing like I think it was the tiny chat. What was that, like that website that would get posted on R9K, and like you would like end up chatting with random people. When I went up there one time, I got matched with like this black girl, and I told her about 4chan. She was like, "You go to 4chan? Oh my god, you're crazy." Like that's how some people really look at 4chan. Like I'm always surprised when I run into people like that. Like people like this really exist. Like they can't handle the bans. My God. Is this his apartment? Let me check the quest log again. Put up money for his bond. She lives in an apartment above the pawn shop. She lives in an apartment. Oh, well, maybe I gotta knock on the door. Maybe she's in there and I gotta knock. Let me see. Well, that's one way to do it. How do I? Okay. I think this is it. I just can't get in there. My lock picking skill isn't high enough. So do I just have to learn it? Is there a key somewhere? Like maybe she has her. Bro, I know. She put a spare key in the plant in the hallway. You're fucking crazy. I could Ted Bundy this bitch one. Oh, well, she gone. Now, I understand the concept of putting a spare key outside your home just in case you lose a key or something like that. I don't do it, but I get that. You know, some people, they'll put it under something. But in an apartment building, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. And you put it in the plant in the hallway. That's just. And then the key got the tag up there, so they know what door it goes. I don't know about that one, ma'am. I don't know.
Mike, look, I gotta hit downtown for a few days, maybe longer. If Reno calls, tell him to meet me down there. We got something to discuss, apparently. I'll be at Milton's place in the Skyline Lofts 2A. Sorry, baby. I'll explain everything later.
This guy kind of has like a subtle Elvis impersonation voice going on there. Let me check and see if I can. What the hell is this? Hotkeys. Oh, that's cool. One. Hotkeys. Oh, okay. Knife 38. Oh. Okay. I was wondering how you customize your hotkeys. And I guess now I know. Okay. All right. Let's try that a little bit. Knife 38. Shotgun. Oh, hell yeah. Woo! Look at me, boy. I'm a cowboy out here. Woo! Yeah. Yeah. Woo! There we go. Yeah, man. I think I just leveled up as a PC gamer just now. Yeah, I better have at least like 2 dedicated saves. I might fuck one up. This one will be Vampire Cunt. That's great. Vampire Cunt. Did you actually drop out of high school? If so, why? Yeah, I dropped out at 16. I was it was my 3rd time in the 9th grade. And I know that makes me sound fucking retarded, but it wasn't that I was stupid. I literally didn't do anything in school. I just didn't do anything. See, before you get to high school in my state, your grades in class don't really matter. They pass you according to like end of the year test. So like in elementary school and middle school, we have these end of the year tests where they grade you to see where you're at. And see, my thing was I would just, any class I could get away with it, I wouldn't do shit, right? And so I would just get failing grade after failing grade after failing grade. But when we had the final test, I would always pass it because I wasn't stupid, and I was actually paying attention somewhat in class enough to like, because it wasn't anything for me to do but to not do shit. Because I wasn't like sociable, so I wasn't like talking and dealing with other people. So I would just be not doing anything and then like occasionally paying attention and shit like that. And I was pretty bright. So when we had those end of the year tests, I could pass them. In fact, I think when I was in like 5th grade, I got like one of the top scorers in my class. While not, I mean, I'm telling you, like, and throughout the year, just wouldn't be doing shit. So I was a bright kid, but I just didn't have any motivation to actually excel academically. And I didn't have that push at home either. Like my mom didn't really push me or encourage me to do well. Just being honest, she was so busy, and we had so much bullshit going on in the house. But when I got to high school, it changed. They didn't have like you going to the next grade wasn't based on like an end of the year test. It was based on credit. So you had to pass enough classes to get to the next year. And that's why I never got past the 9th grade, because I continued the trend of not doing anything in class, and that just didn't cut it anymore because I couldn't just go to the next grade based on one test like I used to. So I'll just get held back. And then during my third, like right in the beginning of my 3rd year in 9th grade, we had a new principal, and he was going through, I don't know, like he had like a database of like problematic students or students that were like basically like considered the worst students in the school. And I guess my name came up, and he called me to the office, and long story short, he suggested that I drop out, which is kind of fucked up. All my friends, at the time, I didn't give a fuck about much of anything, so I didn't care. But my friends, they told me, they were like, I told them the story, and they were like, bruh, like, that's fucked up. Like, he actually did that. I'm like, yeah. Like, he literally called me, the principal called me to the office and suggested that I drop out of high school. The principal of the school, man. At the time, I didn't care, but looking back, yeah, like, dude, like, where the hell is the stand on or stand by me, motherfuckers? Those damn movies about the teachers that go above and beyond for the troubled students. Like, where were they? They had those movies where the kids would be gang banging and pregnant at 15, crackheads. You smoke crack, don't you? And they would still try to get the students to see the light and to graduate. I didn't have, dude, the principal called me and said, nigga, you better drop out. You ain't doing shit. And that's basically how that happened though. And that started my neat life. But in my early 20s, around like 21, 22, I think, I got my GED. So, you know. And honestly, I'll say this. I feel like if if you don't want to go to college, if you don't have plans to go into college, or like maybe you just want to go to community college, I think it's actually better to drop out and get your GED. You can drop out at 16 and have your GED before you turn 17, and you basically have the same credential, unless you want to go to like a college. Maybe then, because they at college they look at things like SAT, like your SAT scores and whatnot, and like your whole GPA. But if I feel like if you don't have aspirations of going to a 4 year, like a big boy college, a 4 year college, or whatever you want to major in, I don't think dropping out and just going to get your GED is a bad idea. Cause getting your GED is a lot faster. I got my GED in like a couple months. So in the end, it turned out not to be a big deal. Physical. I've been putting all my points over here. And I think it's starting to affect me. I wish I could just level up blood buff. Level 3 suicide. Damn. Every time I see that, it just sounds so dark. Man, I'm not gonna lie. When I play games like these, I just love being able to lock pick as much as possible. Like one thing about me in any game, I just love being able to lock pick. I don't like locked doors, bro. I don't like there being any door that I cannot unlock. How do I get downtown? Oh, I think wait a minute, hold up. Cause that Mercurio quest line is still open. I thought I just finished that. Let me go check on him real quick. I thought I just need to get him the pain meds and move on. Is he? He's gone. He's gone. Damn. Yeah, I don't know where he's at. But I think I gotta take the taxi cab to get to the new zone. I don't see them in the chat. I know where some of them ended up. I still talk to them this day. They just hop, they just hop and hop to wherever is most agreeable. Yeah, I've been on my and really even on my own Discord, I don't even go there as much as I should. My antisocial ways translate even online. The only ones tapping in since the stream started. Yeah, because I'm not really there much. You know, I like having a Discord, but I don't know. Like, I feel like in some ways, like my personality is not suited for I don't know, like certain things you're expected to do as far as like social media. Just drive. Oh, so I remembered it. This is how you get from place to place. Damn, off the gate. Got knocked the hell out by a Sabat.
Drain it. Let's take it and leave it out for the sunrise. We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it?
I think somebody's gonna come save me.
I want
a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet. Son of a bitch!
Hey, I remember this guy.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us.
What are you gonna do? Shoot us? This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with a Sabat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you. Good effort.
Ah!
Execution needs a little work. You look like shit. Name.
Man, he just saved my bacon.
Should have been more careful, Newbie. This ain't the burbs.
Okay.
You do that. Me? I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story. This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
He said this ain't the burbs. I guess I'm in the hood now, huh? Downtown. Ooh. Damn. I didn't expect to reach this part of the game so fast, though. No child left behind. It left my ass behind. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but I think there was a thing going on with the school where they were trying to get rid of the worst kids because it was bringing down like the overall performance of the school. Again, I don't know exactly how it worked. This is a rumor that I heard, but apparently it's like they were trying to improve the reputation of the school and like the numbers and metrics of the grades and the graduation rates. And I think that's why he suggested that I drop out. I wasn't the only one that he had that conversation with. I think that he was calling all the students that were basically bringing like the overall reputation of the school down with our grades. And he wanted to get rid of them basically. Because when you look at schools, they keep track and calculate grades and how many students are passing, how many students are graduating. And so if you have the information and you can kind of look, okay, these guys are failing, these guys have no hope. If we get rid of them, then the school looks better. So it's like, instead of uplifting the students that are there, you just get rid of the worst ones and the numbers look better because you have less students that are performing poorly. And I think that's why the principal called me to his office and suggested that I drop. And again, that was fucked up what he did, but it turned out not to be a big deal because again, you get the GED so much faster than a diploma. So even though I dropped out, once I decided to get my GED and committed myself to doing it, it was easy breezy. And it's not like I ever wanted to go to a 4-year or a major college anyway. So it's not like I needed a GPA or a SAT score to help me along with that path, because I would have never wanted to get into student loan debt anyway. But that's another thing, when I was talking about, putting yourself in position to where you don't need a lot of money. That's one of those things that a lot of young people do. They go to college and they end up with $50,000, $70,000, $100,000 in student loan debt. Now, a lot of them are never going to pay off. That's one thing I can look at and say, I'm glad I ain't got that hanging over my head. Downtown is pretty cool. I like this area. I mean, it doesn't really fit my my bougie character, but You know, I'm just kind of exploring, trying to see what's around here. Wait, what is this? What's this right here? Do I get an apartment or something? Or am I homeless out here? Let me save really quick. Vampire balls, of course. The principal wants you out of there ASAP. How can I reach these kids, man? Coach Carter, remember the Titans? I didn't get none of that, man. They got me the fuck up out of there.
What's up, brother? You enlightened?
Yeah.
Sorry, brother. Come back when you become enlightened.
What?
Are you enlightened yet, brother? Sorry, brother. Come back when you become enlightened.
That's probably like code for I need a password to get in. I probably need to figure out a password or something. But I'm not sure exactly what that is. What is this? This looks like a church. Let's go in here and see what this is. You was fucking up their quota. Exactly. Exactly. You know what's funny? I think if I would have stayed, this is because I always forget this, because I was out of ninth grade. Well, you know that my third year in ninth grade, they got me out within like a week, bro. I think it was like I was at school for like less than a week before they. Well, I can't say they got, because he suggested it, and I just said okay. You know, I can only put so much blame on the principal because he simply suggested. It's not like they forced me out. He suggested it. I told my mom, and she was iffy about it, but I think she saw the writing on the wall too, so she went along with it, for better or for worse. But I remember my first day of my third year in ninth grade. There was this girl that was like sitting next to me. And I remember somebody had called her out and said, "Why you keep looking at him? Why you keep looking at him?" And I notice like this bitch like staring at me like a mo. But I remember, dude, I thought about it. I was like, yo, that right there could have been that could have been my first bitch right there, man. I think I dropped out like right because I had a certain advantage because I would have been one of the older boys in the class, right? I know it sounds kind of fucked up, but I think that's why I stood out, because I was one of the older boys in the class. So for the first time, I was probably like a little bit bigger and mature than my peers. And I think that's why some of the girls in class were looking at me, even though I was still at my absolute worst. I was a weird motherfucker back then, Lord. But I forget about that moment. But it had came back to me recently when I thought about when I dropped out. And I was like, damn, maybe that could have been like my first lay right there, man. If I think if I would have stayed in school, I probably would have got started right there, bro. Because I had that. I think I had like that older boy advantage for the first time.
Greetings, Neomate. I'm glad you found your way here. I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
Because amongst my own peers, I was just a weird loser. But for a new generation,
Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent.
they don't know how right? They don't know how lame I am. Yeah, this guy, he's one of those weird blood magic dudes.
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time. A regent is the leader of a chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan. I'm sorry, Neomate. The secrets of the Tremere clan are hidden from all but those who share our blood. you would do best not to look into them any further. Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well. As for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic. It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
Dude, that shit is whack. I'm supposed to be super charismatic. I'm not having a lot of charisma options here.
Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
See, this is why you can never go wrong with just being like a dumbass brute character that's just strong and can knock niggas out. Right? Because, I mean, has there really been a game where creating a charisma build character really gave you significant advantages? I mean, maybe there have. It's not like that's what I tend to go for, so I can't say for sure. You know, it's one of those things where I'll try it out on like a second or third playthrough, but I don't know. I guess I'm just not convinced. It's one of those, I'm not convinced that there are many games where it really pays off to have like a character where his main focus is being charismatic and, you know, being able to sort of negotiate better with people, or getting certain options or having certain options available to them because of their charisma.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
Okay.
I will ponder the nature of your payment while you are gone. Believe me, I will treat you fairly, neonate.
Neonate.
Service to the Camarilla won't be forgotten.
Okay.
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the Anarchs. You can find most of them at the...
What's unrealistic about this situation is that you have a super OG in the world of vampires entrusting an important task to somebody that literally became a vampire a week ago. I would have been like, get out of my damn house, boy. I'm 300 years old. Get out of here. You just walked in here and ain't knocked or nothing. Just walked in my house. Do you know I'm 300 years old? It ain't nothing you can tell me or show me that I don't know. Leave. But I walk in there a week-long vampire, right? And I'm like, I'll handle the important task for you, man. I got it. I just rewatched Lean on Me recently. Watching as I get older now, I see the adult's perspective. All those movies are free on YouTube at the moment. Lean on Me, Scary Movie, The Inkwell. I gotta do an Inkwell video too. That's great. Wait, I mean, those are cool movies as far as like portraying the type of teachers or professors that really will go the extra mile for their students. Because a lot of teachers aren't like that. But you do have the rare teacher that oh God, hold up. Woo. So yeah, you do have the rare teacher that will go above and beyond for their students. But I didn't see much of that. But I'll always say this, my best teacher, not my favorite because she was a bitch, but the best teacher I had in high school was my social studies teacher in 9th grade. I think it was my first or second year, maybe my second year in 9th grade. And that was the only class that I passed, I think, because she ran such a tight ship. She was just this older white woman. She was like this big. She was tiny, and in her like 50s or 60s. But this woman, she didn't take no shit from nobody, bro. Like she ran that class like boot camp. And we had some thug ass niggas in that class. Even, I mean, they couldn't even dominate her in her class, bro. They couldn't even take the class from over, bro. And so a student like me, where I'm not a troublemaker, but I don't do shit. Again, she didn't play that either. Like she made sure I couldn't sleep in class. I had to turn in my assignments, and I ended up getting a B in her class. And really could have did better if I really, committed myself to doing well in class. But I did enough to survive. I did not want to incur her wrath. So I just did enough so she would stay off my ass. But even though she was a bitch, she was a fantastic teacher. That was the best teacher I had in my whole high school. She was fantastic. Because like it was like she was just good at what she did. She was good. Like being a teacher is not just about teaching what you know. You got to know how to control the students. You got to know how to control the room. You got to have control of your classroom, and that's what she had. And I think that's what made her such a great teacher at a public school where you got gang bangers and thugs and druggies. You got, fucking underachievers like me that want to sleep in class all day. She knew how to handle everybody. And man, like I said, that's why I have like a fond memory of her, not as a person, but just as a teacher, just a pure teacher. She had it, like, cause she knew how to control a classroom, and knowing how to control a classroom is probably more important than being smart enough to teach what you're trying to teach, to be real. And I think that's what a lot of teachers lack. They didn't know how to control a classroom. Especially a public school. Lord. I think her name was Miss Mooring or something. Apartment 1, Simon Milligan. He's on TV, so odds are footage of his place will be worth something eventually. So the guy who's running the security in his apartment building is spying on people. Sean Milton, he's a slob and he never really has chicks over. Sounds like me. Some guy has been staying with him lately, so I haven't wanted to watch, but oh no. Not that last part. Georgia Welch, this rich bride is pretty hot. On the password on her door. Oh, the password on her door is 9648. So maybe I'll sneak in there and steal some panties to auction off online. Lord, this guy's a creep. If I find him, I'm going to kill him. Apartment 4 vacant. No reason to keep an eye on this one. Why would you keep these kind of notes, bro? I get it for the context of the video game. It's for the player to be able to know what's going on. People aren't this stupid in real life, bro. Like, I don't have a notepad document where I'm just like, yeah, I murdered this guy last week in an alley. He screamed and begged for his life. He had 3 children. Apartment 5, Paul Anderson. I thought there was no reason to watch him, but then I caught him upstairs. I keep the tape rolling. Apartment 6, Hannah Glazer. That sounds like a porn name. The gold mine. Something hot is always going down in here, and that something is usually Hannah herself. Hannah Glazer. Oh, man. Your life is just like that Lean on Me. The only thing is the principal treated you like one of the degenerates in the movie, and he tossed you out. He said, get the fuck out. Get out. He said, go ahead. No, he said, you smoke crack, don't you? Well, go ahead and jump. And I said, okay. Let me go. See ya. Ah, this is what was on the screen. Yeah, he said, you smoke crack, don't you? I said, yeah, I do. I don't smoke crack, by the way. It's a joke in the movie where Morgan Freeman's character is yelling at the kid on the roof because he smoked crack, and he's trying to explain to him that smoking crack is the same as basically committing suicide. You know, but I would say he was different though, because that was like, he was a tough love type of teacher. He was tough love. My principal was like, I'm just trying to get rid of your ass. Like straight up. Like I just want to get rid of you. You know. So it's kind of a difference in that. Because some people, you know, they respond better to that tough love approach. But it's a difference between tough love and just get the fuck out. just leave, nigga. Man, speaking of teachers though, you know, we all had a hot teacher in school. Mine was the art teacher, Miss Giovanni. Oh my God. Man. Now looking back, she wasn't that great looking, you know. But for a teenager, when you're used to all your teachers being old and uglier dudes, like even having a decent looking female teacher is like the most amazing thing in the world. And Miss G, she was like, I don't know what her race was. She might have been Italian or something, because again, her last name was Giovanni. So I'm assuming that she was Italian or mixed or something like that. And she was like this skinny woman, but she had like an hourglass shape. Like she had hips, a nice butt. And she was like super friendly. She was just a super friendly woman. And everybody liked her, but she kind of had, like, she was like the opposite of the teacher I just talked about, right? Where she had a great personality, like you liked her, but she didn't know how to control a classroom. And so there were a lot of times where the students would take over that class, and she would get frustrated because she just didn't have like the aura and you know, and the ability to control a bunch of rabid teenagers. Oh yeah, he left the password on that machine. Let me go back down there and check it real quick, because I did not remember it. Let me go back down and get the password real quick. And I remember when I was in her class, like, her classroom was so unstructured and undisciplined. I would just leave the classroom. Like, I'd say, oh, I'm going to the bathroom, and be gone for like 20 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, bro. Like, you could not do that. Even in some of the worst classrooms, you couldn't get away with doing dumb shit like that. I mean, it got to the point where I would just walk out of the class, bro, and just chill out in the bathroom. Wait, that's not it. But that was definitely a good looking woman though. She was good looking. You know, it's funny, after I had dropped out, one of my friends in school, he was still going there. And he told me that she had asked about me, that she was worried about me. Like, that's why I said she was really like, she was just a good person. She was a good person. After I dropped out, you know, she asked him about me because she was worried. I always remembered that. 9648. I wish I would have been a better student. 9648. It was 3 9648 9648 9648. 9648. Okay. I gotta type it in. Okay. Hold up. Before I go in there, let me save. Vampire balls. Let me save and stretch. Lord. Ugh. I'll be right back. What the hell? Damn. Time go by so damn fast now. Shit. It's 3 in the morning. I gotta go to the gym and shit. Where were we? Ninth grade 3 times, just become a drug dealer. I gotta do all that. You know, you again, it's not that big of a deal. You know, at that point, just get your GED. I just think, if you get held back, in high school and you turn 16, I think you just go ahead and get your GED. But again, it just depends on what you're trying to do long term too. Keeping that in mind, because you might actually want to go to like college, and I think getting a high school diploma, like, probably a better look than a GED. But nah, you ain't got to go do all that. Kind of funny, like being held back the first time, it didn't feel that different because once, like, it's a lot of people that get held back. So you kind of feel like you with the same people in a way. And then on top of that, like your extracurricular classes, you still end up with your peer group a lot of times. But the third time, that's when I was like, I would like, that was when it was kind of weird, bro. Because I remember showing up to class and I felt like completely disconnected from my normal peer group. That's when it really set in that I got held back. The first time, it was like, it really didn't seem like it. I got held back and it was like, whatever. But the third time, it's like, wait, I don't know any of these people. And these niggas is small. I don't know any of y'all. Shit. So I could probably go from apartment to apartment using this apartment, maybe. Oh no, it's the same one. I'm tripping. Okay. I thought it was a different closet. I'll save your screen, nerd. Safe. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. I know I ain't got it. Damn. Of course. Oh well. There was another teacher that we had that was known for being pretty attractive, but I never had her. I forgot her name, but she was in a movie. Like, she had a small role in a movie or something. Because I remember the kids telling me about that. But we had a few cute teachers out there. Man, I'm not gonna lie. There was one teacher. There was one teacher. Now I'm probably 90% chance I'm wrong, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. But I remember there was this one teacher. She was like this cute white woman. And like I can say, like, she was like just ordinary looking white woman, bro. And I don't know why. But that woman, she would look at me sometimes, like she would give me like that look. Bro, like, I'm 90% chance I'm wrong, don't get me wrong, but I remember even in school, bro, I was like, that, why she looking at me like that? Like, she would just give me that look. You know how you see those headlines where the teacher get caught with a student? A teacher, it happens. It seems to be happening more often these days. But I ain't even gonna lie, bro. I feel like she was giving me that look, like she was trying to tell me something, bro. Cause there were just times where it was just nothing going on, and then she'd just be looking at me. Or sometimes we'd be talking, and then she would just pause, and it was, I don't know. It could just weirded me out. I just remember that always kind of weirded me out a little bit.
associate Mr. Durbin as it is a two-man job that I am proposing. With any luck, the two of you are already on your way, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.
So is that like a quest or something? Car. Oh. So I can sell those car stereos. You know, I always love this part in video games where you can like sneak through people's houses and find stuff. That's always a hoot. But the cool thing is, I'm able to get to all these different apartments through the ventilation system. Oh, guitar. Kendo for advanced students. They'll probably raise my brawl or like combat ability once I read it. I gotta read those notes too. Damn, why everybody got shitty beds in here, Lord. My mom just got me a new mattress too off Temu. My mom is like addicted to ordering stuff on Temu. I think she got a problem, bruh. I swear, every other day is a package. Every other day I come home, it's a package. In fact, when I got home today, it was a package right in front of the house. I said, Mom, again? Come on. We almost had young nigga Chad Marco. See ya, Hellbreaker. Kicked out when you got your first choosing signals. It seems every time you get close to pussy, something completely outside your control. Dude, I'm telling you. I always said it, bro. Like, it's my fate. It's my fate to be a virgin, bro. I've never been against having sex. That's the thing about it. You know, being a virgin, it just never bothered me. So I was like, I'm going to roll with it. It was never about sticking to a vow of celibacy. It was just, I knew that being a virgin didn't bother me. So, and I saw the advantages of not having to deal with relationship bullshit. So I said, let me just roll with this whole virgin thing, but I'll see what happens, you know, as I go along. That was always my attitude. So if the right opportunity came up, I would have took it. I would have took it. And I'm glad you said that, because it's another example of what I'm talking about, bro. Like right before I dropped out, like I got some of the probably the best choosing sims I ever got in school. Some of the best, man. I mean, you know, a girl staring at you might not seem like much, but that's a girl's go-to choosing signal is, you know, eye contact. And to just stare at you, that's really like, come on, nigga. And it was to the point, like, she was doing it so hard that the other students had called her out on it. Like, why you keep looking at him? And that was the last time I saw her, because I dropped out like the next day. That was the last time I ever saw her, because I had dropped out the next day. Item gained photo. But yeah, every time it's always something, man. Can't do it. Shit. Upcoming shows. Show 17. Did I not do it? Oh, no space, right? Eternal Unrest. There's a cemetery in Hollywood. It's full of actors with more than just dead careers. I want to read this bullshit. Lord. I want to steal shit. I'm in here trying to steal. I want to get in, what's his name? Hazel Glazer? I want to get in that room. Where's Hazel Glazer's room at? That sounds fun. You know, the missed opportunity that always stands out in my mind was the cashier girl. That was the one right there. Like, that was it. I'm telling you, like I was a hair away from losing my virginity. I was in there. I mean, I was there and I knew it, bro. I always remember when I went in the store and she came up to me and she asked me for like my social media and phone number and whatever. And I remember it because my dick got hard when she said it, because I knew what she was basically telling me, like, bro, you got this pussy, nigga. She was just letting me know right there, like, you got it. We just gotta go through the motions. And it's so funny to me because my body understood it. That's why I always think back to that, because my body knew that, hey, you got a sexual opportunity right in front of you, and it acted accordingly. It just like before anything even happened between us, just the fact that she asked and the way that she asked, and I knew what it was, my body like responded immediately, like, we got one. But damn, this shit is a lot. But of course, with that one, she was already talking to one of my friends, and that's why that didn't work out. You know, my morals got in the way that time. You know, homies over hoes, as they say. But that's why I say I was so close, man. And you know what's funny? The friend that got to her first, he was a neat for a long time, like me, well, at least I can say a long time. But he was a neat like me for a while. And that was his first job. And he just had it for like a month or like 2 months, I swear, dude. Like, if he wouldn't have got that job, or if he would have got it like 3 months later or something, bruh. It's funny because like how close I got is ridiculous when you think about it. Because I was in there. It was just really my morals that got in the way. If I was like a regular dude that just didn't care, like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck my homie's girl. And even at one point they had even broken up, so it would have been okay, but I still didn't do it because I knew that would still be a problem. So I just had to let that go completely. So even when I had the right to do it, I didn't do it. I'm a good ass friend though. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like, you cannot say I'm a bad friend, because even when I had every right to fuck that girl, and I'm sitting here at this point, like, what, 22, a 23-year-old virgin. And at first, it was just because I knew you guys were still talking. But now, you guys are broken up. And I still didn't do it because I knew he'd probably still be in his feelings about it. So I said, nah, let me preserve the honor of my friend and our friendship. And to this day, I'm glad I did that, though. I'm glad I did that. Because I feel like a lot of people wouldn't have done it, especially in my position. You know, when you've been a virgin for so long, you get a slam dunk opportunity like that, and it don't always come. That was a slam dunk. I ain't had to put in no work, no effort, though. I ain't had the code approach. Like, she did all the work. She was mid. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't like she was a stunner, but you know, she would really overall. She would have been a good place to start, I think. You know. The OGs would call her a starter hoe. Like, she a hoe that you start with to get your feet wet. Or R9K would call her a practice girlfriend. Not somebody you want to stick with, but, you know, you can have fun with that. You could definitely have fun with that. I feel like I didn't really get anything of value out of that apartment building, bro. The best thing in there is probably that safe. I got what? Oh, okay, 38 bullets. I think okay, it's 38. I need some body armor too. Computers for grandma. Stats increase. Okay. You would gain nothing from it. Okay. And I can't use that. Green bottle. Okay. I forgot I had those blood packs too. So if I do get desperately low on blood, I can just use one of those. I just forgot I had it. I know those prostitutes are considered to be of low class for someone like myself, but I wouldn't mind sucking on one of these downtown prostitutes, bruh. They have nice butts. I think this is another club too. I dropped out of college the moment my grades started dropping, and I noticed the culture was turning more feminist. I was like, why am I even showing up? I don't feel like I belong here. Did you go into student loan debt to go to college? They damaged the trajectory of your life with that. Now I see why you're not a normie. If they see you only have a GED, most people won't hire you. What? I don't. Maybe that's why I failed out with some of these damn job interviews. But dude, my life was fucked up before that though. Like, I'm not even gonna put any of the blame on the school system. I was always just like a weird kid. I always marched to the beat of my own drum. A non-conformist. Like 95% of the blame goes on me because it's just really my personality. I'm just not a normie. I'm really just not normal. I've never been normal. I've never been normal, so I can't blame the school system for that. You know, some people really are just oddballs, you know, and it's a natural thing. You know, I think really the worst thing about my situation growing up was that I didn't really I didn't have anything that I excelled at. Like I didn't fit in anywhere. You know, and I had the potential to if I would have figured out a lane or something, but I didn't have anything to kind of like an activity or a sport to really find my place. And I think that's what kind of fucked me up more than anything. Because even if you're odd or you're weird, if you can find like your tribe, a place where you can express yourself and excel, that'll help a lot too. And I didn't have that. You know, it's like one of my good friends growing up, you know, he was kind of weird too, nerdy, into video games, anime and stuff. But when he got into high school, he started playing football. And that's what kind of allowed him to find a place where he fit in. But it also pushed him, you know, it challenged him and got him in great shape, gave him new experiences. And I think that's what I really lacked when I was in high school. I did like, if I would have played a sport or did some sort of like creative extracurricular activity, and I didn't really start rapping until after I dropped out. So I didn't even have that when I was in school. When I was in school, I wasn't rapping, so I couldn't even lean on that as something that I could do and, you know, show off. And I wasn't even good at it when I started doing it.
Venus was her name. Got anything you want to confess? Sounds serious.
Boobas.
Details, so I know whether to pour a Hail Mary or a highway to hell. I don't think I've got anything in this place that's going to wash away that sin.
I'm self-snitching like a motherfucker right now.
Happens in heaven anyway, right?
Yeah, I blew up that warehouse.
Someone like you to come in here. You see, I've got this situation that's gotten a little out of hand, and I need someone to inform people that they won't be getting paid this month. Intrigued yet?
Oh, she's just looking for a do boy.
Well, the parking lot next to the Empire Hotel. Couple of guys, Russian accents, bit thick. I need you to tell them Venus doesn't have their money. That's it.
Okay, what's in it for me?
For a week.
Wow. I don't drink.
Want cash? Whatever, I can do that. Question is, are you worth it?
Okay.
I expected you'd bite. Empire Hotel. Tell them I'm broke. If not, right? Never mind. Just don't go starting any street fights, alright? These guys are connected. Anyhow, a lot of people have yet to confess to their beat freezers. Later, darling.
Okay. Boobas. Oh man, you gotta appreciate that. Good old boobas, man. Did you fap to your hot teacher? Oh no, I wasn't doing it. I fapped to porn. That's what I was doing. Chad having a gooner flashback. Nah, I had porn back then. I didn't need to do all that.
I knew you'd talk to me. I swear you were all like totally drawn to me.
She got like the tomboy look going on.
usually meet all the LA vampires out on the scene. Not a lot of you out tonight, which is weird because I don't know of any parties going on. No, come on. It's totally cool. I'm Patty. Seriously, everyone knows me. Besides, I just wanted to ask you if you've seen someone. His name is Kent Allen Ryan. He's a Toreador. Really good looking, dresses really well, like all Prada usually.
This girl seems kind of insufferable though.
Oh, well, he's pretty powerful. He's probably like too far behind the scenes for you to know about him. Maybe you know some of the people who work for him. No, don't go. I really need to find him. Really. Maybe you can ask around. Oh, look. I haven't seen him in days. He said he'd come see me again. He promised. I might age. He promised I wouldn't get thirsty.
Yeah, I think she's a ghoul.
Fine. You're just some no-get fledgling.
Lord.
With way more powerful vampires than you'll ever know. I wouldn't drink your gutter blood if you were the last vampire on Earth.
Okay. Damn. Ghouls are always like super eccentric and weird, man. They can't just be a regular. Well, Mercurio is pretty cool. I'll say that. I don't know. I guess being like to be a ghoul, you kind of got to be like a vampire dick rider, and I think that's why. I think that's why they're like that. Because you're basically somebody's bitch. Like being a ghoul seems cool, other than the fact that you got to be a vampire's bitch the whole time. That's the part that's like not cool. Whoa, what the hell? I thought it was a whole sword. You already have this weapon, knife. Okay. Whoa, look at her. Shit. Hello. Damn. If only I had the confidence to talk to girls like that in real life. Like, oh, hello. You know, just see something you like and just go for it. Fate is a real thing. Wait, and you never crossed paths with any of these women ever again after that? I saw the cashier girl, I saw her like a while later. I haven't seen her at all in recent years, but a while after that happened, I saw her in the grocery store with her new boyfriend, and she pretended like I didn't exist. You know, to be fair, I wasn't trying to get her attention either. And I get it. You know, you with your new guy, you don't want him to know that you were an old hoe bag trying to fuck the whole crew. I feel like she was really trying to fuck the whole crew. I don't think I was particularly special, to be honest. I think that she was just that kind of girl. If she liked you, she wanted to fuck with you. She was just like that.
Welcome to Fat Larry's Trucker Mac, the only store for all your needs after 10 o'clock. I am the proprietor.
He look like Fat CJ from San Andreas.
But you can call me Fat Larry with a F-A-T, because I know I got a weight problem. I just don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Now, that is a legitimate question.
I think he sells body armor and guns, or one or the other.
Fat Larry's, my motto is, everything's got a price, but I probably know somebody who can get it anyway.
Okay.
Nah, that's what I like to hear. But it's like this. I save my best stuff for select clientele. Now, that don't mean I don't appreciate your business. It's just, business.
Business. All right, what do you got? Heavy clothing. This is a set of heavy clothing which acts as an armor. Heavy clothing armor has a rating to it. Ooh, a fire axe. I think that was my favorite weapon when I was a gangrel, boy. I was fucking them up with that fire axe, boy. Oh yeah, you ain't want to see me with this shit. I was the axe murderer. I wasn't playing with fools with that. Car stereo. I want to get that heavy clothing. Estrogen. Let me sell these down estrogen pills. Silver ring. How much is the heavy clothing? I need $48 more. I want it, man. I want it. Okay. Heavy clothing. Okay. So we got some armor finally. Does it actually change your look, your appearance? I don't remember. I don't think it does. Let me see. That's cool. I'm wearing a suit now. Yeah. I don't like the suit though. I don't particularly like it, but I can appreciate the fact that when you put on different armor, you actually see the difference. Fate is a real thing. Most of the things that happen in life are completely out of our control. Even the getting Punani part, I do think luck is a big part of it. Like, of course, effort too, and standards as well. Because if you're willing to do something like buy a prostitute, then anybody can. But damn, if you take buying pussy out of the equation, it's different. It's like when I see people post those pictures of like ugly dudes with a cute girlfriend. Sometimes you just wonder, like, how does that happen? But I mean, we're talking about millions of people throughout the country and billions throughout the world. Like, you're gonna have examples like that. Like, I think sometimes it's luck, man. Sometimes it's just the luck of being at the right place at the right time, bro. Just being at the right place at the right time, or the wrong place at the wrong time, depending. You know, I think back to like certain situations, guys. You be like, how he do that? But again, like that's kind of like it's that luck part, man. Like I could have been one of those guys that got a girl that might have seemed out of his league, but it just didn't work out that way. Why they got Call of Duty right here? Well, I can't talk to the bar guy. I remember her. Don't call me Cammy.
Heard nine saved your ass again. You think LaCroix would stop counting his money long enough to get your back, Jack? Cammy, you'd have a whole lot less above your neck if it hadn't been for Nines calling the prince out in that courtroom. Shit. Looks like things worked out for LaCroix anyway. Got himself a new errand boy out of it.
She ain't bad for a vampire chick.
As long as you're a tool for some cake, you don't have to say a word to start pissing me off. Kate, Kimmy, Camarilla elders, the ones that have been around so long they think candlelight's a keen invention, you're doing their dirty work and you don't even know it. You want an alternative? Being here, that's a step in the right direction. I'm Damsel, grandmother of these mothers, and one pissed bitch since LaCroix walked in. Don't even joke about bad blood at a time like this. Don't you know we've got a plague bearer around here? A plague bearer's a plant that doesn't care who they feed from. Now I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. And that gets sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak.
Damn, so the vampires like spreading AIDS basically. They can't get sick, but they can spread it. They can spread diseases.
Seen Old Yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearers gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out. One of our boys' ghouls, name's Paul, lives nearby in the Skyline Apartments. Been a stranger lately. Looked like death last time he was here. Said he didn't get bit, but maybe you can get more info out of him. Wait, if Paul's not talking, you might want to start questioning the homeless pot. So many have been dying.
I gotta go around talking to homeless people. See you, baby. What's going on over here? Hey, soul brother. Y'all gonna stop talking shit to me like that. Damn, they got all the like some of the they got some of the toughest vampires in here. I just noticed even the OG back there.
So then go on up and see it. You're free to do as you please here.
These guys are actually pretty cool though, I ain't gonna lie. It's a nice outfit. They got like some heavy hitters in here though. They don't play shit. Damn. See, I feel like this is the clique you want to roll with, but I don't really fit in. Look at me. Look at me. I don't fit in here. When I was a gang grill, yeah, it definitely matched, but I feel like I'm more suited for being LaCroix's errand boy this time around. I ain't even gonna lie. Because I'm looking like a real square right now. I racked up some student loan debt from college. No! Damn. Imagine paying for college just to not fit in and your grades start failing. I said, screw that. Man, is it really bad? Like, how long do you think it'll take you to pay it off? I know dudes that are in their mid-30s that became rich selling porn online and making YouTube vids. I'm like, damn, I wasted my time learning all this useless stuff. You seem too smart to get held back in 9th grade 3 times. What even? No, I wasn't doing anything. That's it. One of the things I regret about school was that I didn't apply myself. I'm not trying to promote or act like it's cool to not get good grades in school, because I could have got good grades. When I had teachers that would push me and really force me to work, I would get good grades. I just didn't apply myself, And it's kind of funny thinking back, because when I was in school, when I was in school, people thought that I was people thought that I was slow. They thought I was slow or something, right? And because I was so quiet and I would get bad grades all the time. But when I would actually open my mouth, like when I had no choice but to participate, they were like, "Wait a minute, who is this guy?" Like, I could read very well. I was one of the best readers in class. When the teacher would call me for certain questions, I would know what to say. And that's how people started to get like, oh, he's not slow. He's just quiet and don't do shit. But yeah, people literally thought like I was like some slow, crazy kid or something. But that's just because I was quiet and I wasn't applying myself. But yeah, it wasn't that I couldn't do it. I just didn't apply and I gotta be honest, like that's, even though I don't feel like you have to graduate high school, depending on like your life trajectory and like what you're trying to do with yourself, because you can always just drop out and get your GED. I do regret that I didn't apply myself in school, because there were certain things that I didn't learn because of that, like that I had the opportunity to learn. Like I had the opportunity to learn how to touch type, and I just completely disregarded that. I was in a literal computer class where they were teaching us to touch type, and I just didn't do. So there were certain things that I kind of could pick up on quick that I didn't have to try. But the things that I had to try and I didn't, I missed that. And so the reason why I don't know how to touch type is because I didn't apply myself in the computer class. The reason why I don't know how to write in cursive is because I didn't apply myself when they were teaching us how to write cursive in elementary school. I can read and write just fine, but writing cursive is like a skill. And they took time to teach us that, and I didn't apply myself. So that's the one thing I regret most about school, because I feel like there were just specific things that I learned, because I always got by just using my natural intelligence, and that can only get you so far. There were specific things that I needed to focus on and apply myself to figure out that I didn't figure out when I had the opportunity to do it. And of course now I can always take the time out to learn how to write cursive. So it's not like I can't learn it now, but it's just the fact that you're in school, you have nothing better to do. You might as well pick up these little skills as you go along. And I missed out on certain things because I didn't apply myself. That's the one regret that I really, that's my biggest regret about school, was that I didn't apply myself, because I had the intelligence to do it. I just didn't do it. I just always skated by. I always skated by doing the bare minimum, but that only gets you so far. And I definitely hit a brick wall in ninth grade for sure. If we're being real, pay for play being normalized is the cure to hoflation. Pay for play. Pay for play. I don't know. I don't know, because I feel like if you think about it, if you normalize pay for play, right? You normalize pay for play. I feel like it's kind of feeding into it in a way, because what are we doing then? We're going from most guys being able to get it for free, and I put that in quotation marks because, the cost of dating, and even not just the date itself, but how you're expected to dress, carry yourself, haircuts, these things cost money. But we're going for most guys getting it for relatively free. and then a minority paying. So now most guys just have to pay up front. I think it's feeding hoflation in a way. And as the economy gets worse, I think women they're going to have a higher expectation of what they expect men to pay. But I think if you got it like that, if you got money like that, then for sure, you can navigate the issues of modern dating and hoflation a lot easier. You know, that's what Coach Greg Adams talks about all the time. Like that's why he definitely reps the whole the tricking lifestyle, because it cuts through a lot of the bullshit. You know, you just go ahead and just be upfront about the fact that you're willing to pay for it, you know, but you got to know how to do it too. You know, a lot of us, we're not plugged into that world to know where to go and who to ask. You don't go to random girls with a stack of money and say, how much? You know. But I guess for me, I'm not cut out for it. I'm not into the whole pay for play thing. You know, there's a website called List Crawler. That's where people go to when they want to do some pay for play these days. It used to be like Backpage and Craigslist. And, you know, me being a gooner, sometimes I'll just check those websites out just to see what's out there, what's going on. And I'm not going to say I don't see the appeal of buying pussy, but there's just something like inherently disgusting to me about prostitutes. Like whenever I look at girls who advertise themselves on these websites, like it's not appealing to me at all. Like I'm more drawn to girls I just see in the gym or out in the world than prostitutes. When I see it, it's like they're just gross to me, bro, because they just sit around fucking random dudes all day. I don't know. I guess it takes a certain type of person to live that lifestyle. And I'm not trying to throw shit, to each his own, but it doesn't appeal to me. Those type of women just don't appeal to me. Whenever I look at those sites, I just be like, damn, these girls are gross. These girls are just gross. I haven't seen any that were like, oh yeah, I definitely pay top dollar for that. Should have just cheated. I don't know. I didn't even have like the. Again, man, I didn't give a damn. Like you gotta understand, I didn't give a shit about nothing. I didn't give a damn. I didn't even care enough to cheat. Even non-prostitutes fuck random dudes all day. Yeah, I get what you're saying, right? Even regular girls can be hoeing, but you don't see it. You know, that's the difference. You don't see it, so you're not sure. And then on top of that, prostitutes, they do it on a whole different scale. You know, they're seeing multiple clients a day, throughout the week, throughout the month, so it's a whole their body count and the amount of men they have sex with is just on a different level. Like normie girls, they do it too, but it's on a much smaller scale. Even some of the biggest hoes, even like they don't reach prostitute body count numbers. You know, like even a regular hoe will have certain standards to where they don't get around like that. You know, so prostitutes are in a league of their own as far as like body count and on top of that, a lot of them, they don't have like very high standards as far as like who they'll refuse. Like a regular girl will you know, she'll not fuck the short guy or not fuck this guy or that guy. Prostitutes, they'll fuck anybody except like you know, if they have a rule against dealing with African Americans, you know, no AAs. That's fucked up. That's probably one of the only standards that the average prostitute will live by, not dealing with black men. But other than that, it's free game. But nah, it's not for me. It's not my thing, you know. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed that stream. I'll be streaming again today, Saturday. I don't know. Maybe it's time to move on to the next game. You know, I've been enjoying Vampire, but you know, I've kind of gotten my full of it. I think it's about time I dedicate myself to the next survival horror game, and just got to figure out what it's gonna be. You know, I put out a post where I asked the people, but everybody had like a different suggestion, and there wasn't really a consensus. You know, that's why I'm kind of like I'm questioning. But I don't know. So maybe today I'll start doing the game that I'm going to be playing to complete. Again, I'm thinking, what was it, Don't Look Outside? I'm thinking that just because somebody wanted it, but it's not like a conventional survival horror game. But that's high on the list. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll see you guys today.